January 27th, 2020. We're looking at the coin Stellar over on Poloniex. This is the weekly relative strength index. And we can see that from this huge bottom formation, there's an enormous positive divergence setting up here. The chart is setting up for a breakout right now. So as I go through and I'm pointing out that it's breaking out, the things that I'm pointing out are from our trading plan. The 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. Prices have come back to test above that, and they've made their own little 1, 2, 3 formation here. And even if this is the 1, 2, 3 breaking out here, we are setting up, and the RSI is definitely building a portfolio strength here for this coin. And it's happening across all of the altcoins right now, as Bitcoin dominance is right on this very edge of dropping. So as this drops, that is the measure of altcoins going up against Bitcoin. And so I do believe that we are in a bottom formation, and that the indicators are telling us that this is going to be taking off. You can hear Bitcoin taking off in the background right now. Part of the reason I think this is the way that the RSI is building up in this market as we've come back to me making these tests here. So let's go into the closer time frame, because as the RSI is breaking above these levels and we're breaking out of this channel, this is a confirmation of the bullishness from here continuing. I'm going to go on to the on balance volume. Here we are in the 4-hour time frame. A lot of buying that established here. So if we're seeing this buying come in, that's going to help us verify. But we can also see that in the daily time frame, the selling has really tapered off. That's really tapered down to nothing, with a couple big swaths of buying as people are positioning there. I do think this is a 1, 2, 3 formation that's going to be taking off, and it's important to pay attention to. When we get into the MACD indicator, the 1 hour is going to give us the first notice as this shows strength, and then that will pull the 4 hour to be positive, which we have here. So as this strength continues, this 4 hour is going to flare wider as prices take off. Then as that flares wider, we're going to see the 12-hour dip and start to cross positive to verify all of this taking off here. So we're right at the very beginning, right? 1, 2, 3 formation. We're in a parallel channel in that number 3 formation, and we're getting indicators on the very long term and on the very short term starting to go bullish. I think we're taking off from here. So let's go into the next indicator, because let's go to the weekly view. First of all, this doesn't give us very much help yet in the Ichimoku cloud. However, in the daily view, we've crossed over. That's the buy signal. We've got the crossover here. We've got 3 of the 4 requirements for an Ichimoku buy signal here. It's not until it gets above the cloud that it confirms. But let me go into the 4 hour, because the 12 hour is coming back to touch. So long as the blue pulls away from the red as we're moving up, all is golden. When I go into the 4 hour time frame, this has pulled back into the cloud, and we do need this to cross back to the positive to really confirm. If we continue down from here and the blue flares wider away from the red, that is a bearish signal, at least that things are going to be taking a while longer. And that's why we have the 1, 2, 3s that filter out this kind of early move. Let's zoom in one more time just to see what's going on in the 1 hour. We'll watch this pull away from the cloud, then it'll pull away in the 4 hour, it'll confirm on the 12 hour, and we'll see it all unfold. It'll unfold the same way in the Bollinger Bands as well. We can see here in this very short time frame from this band on the 15-minute doesn't really give us much clarity. In the 1 hour time frame, it starts to show us that we've got a very narrow band, but when we get to the 4 hour time frame, this when it starts to really show that we're building up for a big move. It may not be immediate, but this narrow band is really important for the building up of a big move. When we go out to the 12 hour time frame, we're below the mid range, and so it doesn't really help. It's not really that bullish. The daily time frame, the 1, 2, 3 is all good. So there's no mean reversions setting up in the Bollinger Bands, but when I get out to the weekly time frame, this narrow band and the 4 hour narrow band gives me the idea that we are just at the cusp of a big move here. That'll be verified by Bitcoin dominance dropping. As this is dropping and all of the altcoins are building out of bottom formations, it's a critical time to pay attention to it. And we know it when we look at the altcoin market capitalization. This is a definite uptrend. We can see that the capitalization, the money that's in this market, is not only growing, but it's making a bottom formation right now in a trend continuation. implicating to me that we're just about to really get a big expansion into these markets where other investors are going to get the green light. They're going to see it go past those bottom formations, confirm bull market, they can put their money in. That's when things are going to really take off. But right now is the time to get yourself positioned. All of these coins are in neutral stance. They are all going to go through alert stance. And as they go from alert to hold, that is the moment to swing the bat. That's why we put this together so that you can just log in, get prepared. As they go through alert, they're on high notice. We're getting ready for that trade to take off. As they go to hold status, we're talking about it in our Discord chat. Come and join us. This isn't exclusive. It doesn't matter if you're starting off with a few dollars. Make sure you take advantage of this. Your subconscious will see the percentage gains, even if you're starting off with $5. Your subconscious will know it when you take that $5 and you turn it into 25. This is not a trick. This was done on purpose, following a specific plan. Now is the time to jump in. So if you found this analysis interesting and you know that this is what's coming up and you want a hand with it, come and join us. We make it affordable for everybody. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next episode. I'm going over a few different altcoins here, so be sure to leave your requests down below this video, and I will do a video on the coins that get the most requests. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.